Hey guys, this video is sponsored by Omaze, and I'm super happy to be working with them along with the charity that they're supporting. That's Monroe Carell Jr.'s Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt in Nashville, Tennessee. The vehicle up for grabs is a 1973 International Scout II that has been fully restored. Now this thing has a GM V8 6-liter along with a 6-speed automatic trans with sport shift. It's rated at 380 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. Now not only are they giving away this very unique vehicle, they are also giving away $20,000. The charity, Monroe Carell Jr. Children's Hospital, leads in improving the health care of individuals and communities, regionally, nationally, and internationally. Your donation will support pediatric cancer programs and leading to better methods of prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. So guys, use my link, omaze.com/fasterproms, for your chance to win this very unique vehicle and $20,000. Now guys, remember, every donation does support Monroe Carell Jr.'s Children's Hospital and their cancer research. Now that is a great cause. Now guys, let's get on to the video. All right, so let's check out a little bit of stuff on the inside that we're getting ready to tackle here.
I thought it would have went downhill from that. I thought the wheels tucked further. So
Gotcha.
you only got like an inch of travel on it.
Yeah, dude, look at
Take
these
us down
wires.
here.
These wires, I mean, this looks like a squirrel's nest.
Yeah.
And you know how them squirrels are.
I know how squirrel is.
I mean, look at this, man. So we figured when we have a little downtime, which we have a lot of, we'll just rewire the whole thing.
Wait a minute, are you being facetious right here?
Well, whatever you want to call it. One thing about it, I'm being serious. We're gonna fix these wires because they have been whooping our butt on day one. Every time we go, we got a wiring problem. Hey, well, let's did wires right first time, boys. That's what I keep telling myself.
I don't think we've even labeled all our stuff. We really should label all
Yeah.
our stuff still. Now we do know what it is now, and we do know, that everything's working right. But yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you guys do.
Here's some extra work for the docket.
I know this is the starter and this is the key, and
That's about it.
That's
Lost after that.
every time.
Yeah. What's up there?
Did you ever figure out where you want to put a handbrake?
Actually, you know what? We got that little itty bitty handbrake.
Be a little
I almost
easier.
think that we should probably do it like over to the side or maybe up. I don't know. So we do want to be able to take up some of the slack there from shocking the drivetrain. It's a little tricky. It's definitely going to be an adjustment. I've never done that before. I'm kind of interested in trying it, but just basically preloading the clutch rather than shocking the drivetrain and then drop it like that. So yeah, I mean, that definitely does contribute to why we're breaking stuff.
Just something
Certainly.
else for you to do.
Yeah. One more thing
We'll
to
put the
mess
button
up.
on the brake. Yeah, too. She's good.
But we do have that little one that we got from, I think, Josh from way back.
We can piece it together.
Steering wheel.
Oh
too.
shoot, we got that Willwood like master that I just had too. Well, we got plenty of stuff to keep us busy with this, and from here on out, I mean, we've got the big stuff, I think, done. But trying to get the brakes and stuff, we're going to be working on that coming up here very shortly. More. Yeah. Well, fellas, when we initially recorded this, we had a little problem, little camera malfunction here, so we're actually going to re-explain it after the fact. So we decided to put the limiting straps on this thing because it was just one of those other things. We were right down the street, it was inexpensive, we could do the job.
They had a nice, easy kit.
ART, which is Applied Racing Technology, is literally at the end of our street right here. We're in a really good area. We got so many
Racetrack.
race car shop right next door, yeah.
So we're basically trying to get, we still want weight transfer for traction, but trying to limit it so it's not wanting to pull the wheels off the ground as much and also hit the newfound wheelie bars as hard.
So for limiting how much it's coming up, we should be hitting the rear tires. Basically, it's like we had a whole lot of give, and it was helping it kind of pogo up in a way. And
taking away the pogo.
Yeah, so it's a little bit less of an upswing. So we're hitting the tires not as hard, but also we have tightened up the rears right there. So we're doing a number of different things in the right direction to hopefully limit how much the weight transfer is.
So with their kit, it comes fully adjustable on the top side. And basically it was installed with this at full droop as at the second hole down. So we were able to go 1 3/4 inches.
And these,
rise.
after measuring a little later in the video, we found out that these were about 3/4 per.
On center.
And so we go ahead and weld that tab in right there. Weld these couple tabs in right there, and luckily we had a nice spot.
So right now we've got banjo tension on these things.
Yeah. Very, very tight. So guys, we did pull out the inner fender obviously to get in here, and are we gonna have any problem putting that back in or what?
We're just gonna leave it out.
Yeah.
It's doing a whole lot. Because it did wrap around and we'd have to cut mounting holes in it for this. So we'll be okay without it. Weight reduction.
Yeah. If we need more limitations, again, we can adjust that further up or down for that matter.
Vice versa. Steering, our tie rod ends don't come in contact with it, full lock to lock. Everything's good there. I can't wait to get this thing back out and see what it does.
We got our wheel in today, however, we're still waiting on tires. Unfortunately, I only sell the tires, like you said, 2 at a time, so gotta wait on that.
Started out on the second from the top hole, just putting a little bit of weight on it with the dead man. I was able to go down 2 holes, and it definitely seemed like it stretched on the cable until that cable got to its position. But I think that'll help keep the nose of this car down a little bit. I kind of want to measure on this side because it looks like I got about 1.5 inches from where I was able to slide that dead man out to getting underneath this side. We'll measure it first. We're right at 56 inches. Let's see how far up we can go. Already picking it up off the lift arm. So we might not be able to go as high on this side. Started at 56, got 59 inches, got to the 4th hole, and that cable, watch that cable like stretch. Like 1.5 inches.
1.5 cut out.
1.5 of travel cut out.
So you could probably take the weight off the front then, huh?
I can probably get more on those if we actually put the weight of the car on it.
Sounds like a banjo, huh? Well, guys, I'm super happy with the improvements that we continue to make with KaterTot. Now, I know I got a lot of naysayers here about this, and that this car isn't safe and so on and so forth, but I really feel like this thing is a cage within a cage. I mean, we really have a lot of good things going for us, and guys, I really do appreciate your understanding in the fact that, like, normally we start with a street car, something that's already a good working piece, and we make it a ton better. The race car stuff and then transplant type of thing, hey, we're learning as we go here, and I really do appreciate you guys' patience with that. I mean, we're going to make 1,000 mistakes, but learning from them and making the steps in the right direction, that is the fun part. In the end, I think we're going to have a really great piece. I can't wait to get back to racing KaterTot as well as Uncle Sam. But that's going to have to wait because I'm taking some time off with my family, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, very happy Halloween. Wanted to give you guys a quick little update on the V3 that we had a couple videos ago. Ben, he's continued to whittle down on that 10-1. He went 10-0 a couple passes and still hasn't quite got the 9s yet. Now, the interesting thing about this build is that Ben is on the race to being the first in the 9s. Now, there could only be one first in the 9s. Now, the interesting thing about this even further is the fact that I have 2 other customers Guys that I used to tune while I was going up north and traveling, and this year, with all the craziness, I haven't gone up there and traveled. They both have V3s, and they are both running very, very close, like 10.1. So we got 3 or 4 guys that are right near that 10.2 to 10.1 area, and it's going to come down to the wire. Also, a few episodes back where we had the BMW, and we were doing some stuff with Cletus, and we lost oil pressure. Well, right here, we tear it down at my home shop and really kind of find out what the deal was. It's kind of an interesting thing, and we get that thing back up and ripping. All right, Georgie, we're back here at the home shop working on your favorite of all the projects.
Oh, yeah. Number 1.
Unbelievable. Did he try and do that?
That is so crazy.
Oh.
You're a madman.
Got a little oil pressure issue. I'm gonna let this just chill for a second.
This thing ripped for 260?
That's a little weird. These have a couple different oil pressure issues, and I thought that we had addressed pretty much everything, but there's like a nut that we'd had back off before, so basically it was running on no oil pressure. But there's a nut that you have to weld on the oil pump drive, and we did that.
It's got its own little chain, little single timing chain for it.
I don't know, oil pump pickup. I mean, there's a lot of different things it could be. All right, guys, so you saw that we had lost oil pressure. We're going to get to the bottom of it and find out why. We had welded this gear to this thing.
I've seen some people say we should not have done that. But then
They
some
don't know what
people
they're
say we
talking about.
should, so hopefully we flipped the coin, we welded it.
That's kind of how we solve some issues, right?
Well,
Flip of a coin.
All of the big ones in my life. Figured if you're going to take a chance, you might as well let fate decide.
All right, we're gonna tear this thing apart here, and we really want to get this back to where it has been as a kind of an entry-level drift missile. I really want to get this thing out. I designed this so much so that, you know, George Laz could drive this thing, or my kids, and I can drive with my kids and kind of teach them, and sometimes they can even teach me. So let's get this thing back together because it is a pile of fun. All right, so far we got a little bit of access there. It's hard to see, but that chain is not supposed to be that loose. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. What do you say?
I'm on that limb with you.
Okay.
It's going to break like that chain, but I'm on there.
I'll stay off the limb then.
So we just got to loosen these babies up and hopefully get enough room to
Yeah, so
hang, man.
we're at our home shop. I didn't even know we were doing this job until I was thinking about it about midnight last night, and so I was like, crap, I wasn't really well prepared. So hey guys, thanks for coming by, and we don't have all our tools, so we're just using the hand tools, and
This shop's air conditioned, so
ain't bad though. No mosquitoes.
no mosquitoes.
So guys, we had welded this Not that that would actually matter, I guess, at this point, because we sheared the end of the oil pump drive clean off. So we're gonna need a different oil pump, plain and simple. It's plastic, dude. Got plastic that was in there. It's not steel. Oh, we did have a noise for a little while, remember?
Yeah, I thought for sure the noise was a clutch situation.
All right, so that is the old feller right there. And George got the new one going in, and hopefully we'll be able to throw this thing back together pretty quickly, get it ripping.
It's got some yellow to it.
Yeah, I think it's 93. 5 gallons of E. Should be all right.
It's only
We got some of that other mystery fuel we could throw in there too that's been sitting
like
around.
2 or 3 gallons in this.
Okay. Dang, Blackhawk. Yeah, so I wouldn't have known that's a Blackhawk, but since Ben's here and he's Blackhawk Ben, he works on Blackhawks, he's like, hey, that's a Blackhawk. Before it was even out,
Miles away.
it would be like, oh, that's a V8. And he's like, no, that's a Blackhawk.
And then I'll say, oh, Blackhawk, and he's like, no, that's not a Blackhawk. Okay.
Holy crap, look at this guy rip right now. Flying.
Came in a little hot close to you there, buddy.
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty scared a couple times.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. I wanted to remind you, please check out our Fasterproms store because that is allowing us to really transition into doing more and more YouTube videos. So thank you guys so much for what you do. It is absolutely rocking. While I was out spending some time with my family, I took a pretty cool little time lapse. Hope you guys enjoy. A little 30-second clip at the end right there, along with the dog video. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Now I want to leave you guys with a quote. Now this is from Thomas Jefferson. When the people fear the government, we have tyranny. But when the government fears people, we have liberty. And a song I want to recommend for you guys. I'm kind of on a little Switchfoot kick right now here. Hope you guys enjoy some of their stuff. Just check out a bunch of different things. Try out like Live It Well, Awakening. They got some great stuff on there. God bless you guys. Hope you enjoy the end of the video right here. Jeffrey, come.